Hi everyone, Aidan here at the etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the RockyMounts MonoRail hitch mounted rack and seeing how it fits on the back of our 2023 Honda CR-V. Now the MonoRail is going to be a platform style bike rack. Platform means that it's going to sit on top of this tray in these wheel cradles, and this one is going to be a really great value option in my opinion. It can hold up to 60 pounds per bike, 2 bikes each, and it's going to have no frame contact, holding the bike by the front tire here using this wheel hook and the back tire with a wheel strap. No frame contact makes this a great option for carbon frame bikes and alternative frame bikes, making this a very versatile rack in terms of what bikes it can work with. With this being a platform rack, some of them have the ability to tilt away with the bikes loaded, and this one is no different. There's going to be a blue handle at the bottom of the rack under the second tray that we can pull to release and lower the whole rack down. As you're doing that, the bikes can stay loaded and we can get access to the back of our CR-V. Plenty of room for that hatch to open even if we had wider handlebars on a mountain bike, and plenty of room to step back here, get things in or out of the back, or maybe just have a place to sit down and change our shoes before or after our ride. It's really nice because we don't have to unload our bikes to do this. So if we're taking this on a road trip or making any stops in between home and our destination, we don't have to worry about the bikes. Lifting the rack back into place, it'll automatically latch in. You'll hear a loud snap letting us know it's locked and ready to drive, or in this case, we can get it unloaded. Starting with our back wheel strap. This is our secondary point of contact. We'll press in on this blue lever to release the ratcheting strap and pull it out of the catch, and then moving up to the front wheel hook with one hand on the bike, squeeze the handle, push up and out. From here, everything's completely open to just lift the bike up and away from the rack. I like to replace the wheel strap when I'm done and point out that the back wheel cradle does pivot here to accommodate for a variety of different wheelbases. And as we move up to the front cradle, we can see a little bit better the grooves that are in here. Our road bike tire was sitting on this inner groove very easily and helped cradle it. Mountain bike tires will fit in here well, but also a fat tire bike up to 5 inches of width will fit. Then this can just fold down and the wheel hook can come up and fold over. I like to tuck it behind the back cradle here just to keep things nice and tucked away. As far as our measurements go, I'm going to start off with our ground clearance. That's going to be the closest point to the ground at the back end, which could be the end of this arm or the bottom of the handle. At the arm, it's going to be 21 inches of ground clearance, and for the bottom of the handle, which is also pretty close to the back, it's going to be 17.5 inches. Both, I think, are going to be adequate ground clearances for most situations, and you shouldn't have too much problem with steep driveways or hills. The distance added to the back here, from the bumper to the outer edge of the rack, is going to be 32.5 inches. For a 2-bike rack, I'd say that's probably going to be pretty standard for most cases, and you'll have to just keep in mind that it's back there. When bikes are unloaded though, we can use the same handle we used to tilt it away, only this time folding it upright. This saves space in the hitch and at the back of the vehicle, and lets us leave it in here ready to go for next time. In this state, it only sticks out 14 inches, so it's a lot easier to pull into a parking space like this and just drive around with it ready to go for next time. At the back end, I like to check out things like our license plate. With the rack folded up, we get full visibility of the plate, and our backup camera should be fully visible as well. You might see a little bit of the bike rack in that view, but it's going to be totally usable when you're backing up. Same thing goes for our taillights. In the folded state, they're not even close to being obstructed, so I'm not worried about any visibility issues there. Obviously, when we have bikes loaded up, it's going to look a little bit different. But in this storage space, if you want to leave it in the hitch between rides, it's not going to be very obtrusive. And moving down to the hitch, it's working with our 2-inch by 2-inch receiver tube here. It'll only work with a 2-inch receiver tube, so if you don't have one of those, this isn't going to work for you. And it has a locking anti-rattle bolt. That lock and that anti-rattle bolt is going to keep things solid and secure in the hitch with no shake or play in there. The rack does come with a cable and a second lock core to make sure that your bikes stay locked to it, and that core is going to be key-to-like to the one on the hitch. So it's a one-key system for both your bikes and the rack. Now personally, I think the MonoRail is a great value option. It's one of the best that I think we offer here at eTrailer, just because it packs a lot of features into a really nice package. Easy to use, works with a wide range of bikes, and it looks good too. My one recommendation would be, if you don't need the e-bike support, maybe look into something like the Kuat Sherpa 2.0. That one's going to be a really solid aluminum construction, lightweight, much smaller package, and a 40-pound weight capacity. The aluminum will hold up a little bit better to the elements over time, and I've found that the Kuats just operate a little bit smoother, but both are going to be great options. This has just been our look at the RockyMounts MonoRail on our 2023 Honda CR-V. Thanks for watching.
Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action, which simulates turning corners or evasive maneuvers. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or a pothole or driving over uneven pavement. Now lastly, we're going over some full speed bumps, and we can see here the up and down action, and this will just be like driving in and out of a parking lot, garage, or driveway.